Japanese women born in 2024 are expected to live to 90. Here in America, life expectancy is plummeting and no one in power wants to talk about it. America promotes fast food, gender confusion, and antidepressants. We see increasing deaths from fentanyl, lifestyle diseases, and violence.
There are issues in Japan as well.
So while the U.S. has been busy arguing over pronouns, identity politics, and feeding its citizens processed junk, Japan is quietly showing the world what long-term disciplined living looks like. So a new report from Japan's health ministry reveals that half of Japanese women born in 2024 are expected to live to 90. And their men are still living well into their 80s. So despite COVID setbacks in 2021 and 2022, Japan has bounced back. Meanwhile, here in America, life expectancy is plummeting and no one in power wants to talk about it. So let's get real. This isn't just about medicine or healthcare. It's about culture, values, and priorities. Japan promotes family, personal responsibility, and preventative health, while America promotes fast food, gender confusion, and antidepressants. So what's going on here? I want to get your thoughts on this, Yana.
America has had a problem with lifestyle choices for a long time. And I think that is probably the biggest difference between the United States and Japan in terms of the kind of food that we're eating. And I'm hoping that with RFK Jr. and his influence, things are going to change. And I hope that people's attitudes will change about how to take care of their bodies. And so I think that is probably what's really driving this, is because Japanese, they generally eat a plant-based diet with a lot of fish. They do not eat a lot of processed foods. They do not eat too much animal fat.
That's true.
And so they're moving more. And however, there are issues in Japan as well. So, I mean, I think on one hand they're doing well, but then there are different types of populations in Japan also. There's the rural, I think those are the ones that live the longest and they're the healthiest. But then the city dwellers in Japan, they have very stressful lifestyle. They're obsessed with work, with overwork. They literally die from overwork. And their birth rate is not doing so well either. The ones that are doing well, they have community. And that's what keeps them happy and healthy and living long.
Yeah, I mean, well, overall, when the data shows that their life expectancy is much better than the U.S. Now, while the cancer and old age are top causes of death, in the U.S., we see increasing deaths from fentanyl, lifestyle diseases, and violence. So what do you think Japan is doing right, and what are we doing wrong, Shelley?
I narrowed down to maybe three things. I mean, overall, it's a lifestyle, but I think it is. I think it's health, exercise, diet. Overall, all those things Yana said are true. Absolutely. I think where we have at least gotten off track in this aspect, many of us, I don't know how many millions, whatever, we don't eat at home a lot more. We eat out on the go, things like that. We don't have I'm going to say maybe the discipline, the structure, if you will, where we can focus on the healthier choices overall, right? That's not to say that people still won't get sick, people don't have accidents, things like that. That's not to say that at all. But ultimately, I think it's a mindset. I think it's a mindset of the family, of individuals, of course, and prioritizing. Many of us work. We might work outside the home, or we just have to work, period. It doesn't matter. Life is going to happen no matter what. I don't care where you are. Life is going to happen. You have to be able to feed your families. You have to be able to pay for your needs, whatever they may be. So, but it's also a mindset. What is the priority, or what are the priorities, and how can we go about maximizing or reaching those priorities, and at the same time, again, just living in life. It's all about balance, I guess.
I 100% agree. Japan, they're showing that discipline, healthy living, and cultural cohesion what we were talking about in the beginning, yield generational benefits. So we as Americans, just to take it back from what we were talking about in the beginning, we got to refocus on faith, family, fitness, and our food. Thank God for RFK Jr. Not just to live longer, but to live better. We have a deep moral decay in our culture here in America. Not just that, but with the drug culture, with the abandonment of tradition, not just here in America, but in the West. We're seeing it over in the UK as well. We're seeing it in our youth, in our young adults. They have no purpose and they don't have a family to fall back on because most of the family is mama's out getting her thing going, you know, grandma too. We got to get back to tradition.
Learn to cook at home, have dinners together. That will bring us together. It's a survival skill. I'm actually worried about young people who do not know how to prepare food. And if, let's say, we have a crisis in this country and there aren't food, or you don't have money to order already prepared food, how are you going to survive?
That lack of good food and home cooking is showing up in our women. All these women now are huge. I mean, now even in the lines, I mean, everyone is obese. Oh, morbidly obese. And it's just like, it used to be, I come from a big family. Like my mom is a big girl. You know, many people in my family are big women, but they always still, even if they were big, they would still push for you to be healthy, you know, like a healthy way. Even if they were big, you know, they were like, oh, you need to lose weight or you need to, you know, get in the gym or whatever. What are you doing? You need to eat healthy. But now it's just taken as okay. It's if you want to be big, if you want to be fat.
Movement. That's another thing. That whole body positivity, it really didn't help. It made things a lot worse.
Right. It's no correction at all. It's just like wear half tops, wear your bikinis, fat or not. And, you know, it's okay. And it's not even about the look. It's about the health behind it. We got big problems.
Well, and let me say this. When we talk about the lifestyle overall, if I'm going to go from a macro picture, American culture, from a macro picture, does not really promote a healthy lifestyle.
You're right.
When you think about, let's think about the work schedule, even the school schedule. Schools, they don't have gym or anything anymore. You're gone. You might be out your home, or you're working from quote unquote 9 to 5, right? By the time you get home, you're tired. You got to fix food. It gets dark outside. The American lifestyle, compared to many countries in Europe, they promote a lifestyle. They incorporate that walking and drinking water throughout the day. It's a part of the lifestyle. Switzerland, I think France, Italy. You know, you're walking, you might be using public transportation or whatever, but you are encouraged to incorporate that. Have a midday, a break, if you will, things like that. And I'm not saying let's just be all like Europe. I'm saying that these are some things that we might learn from, and maybe at least our children and children's children, grandchildren, maybe they'll be able to incorporate this in their generations to come.
Folks, as you come in, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're on our way to 200,000 subscribers, and we need your help. We have a goal to hit that by Labor Day. So please hit that subscribe button and the like button as you come in. It helps to get us out in front of a wider audience.